right, so let's talk about Sixth Man of the Year candidate awards. So, for the Sixth Man of the Year and for the Most Improved, just for time constraints, we're gonna go a little quicker for these. So let's talk about what do you guys want to do first, Sixth Man of the Year or Most Improved?
Yeah, I'll Sixth Man.
I'll take Sixth Man of the Year. Just to start off, mine is Spencer Dinwiddie. Look, he might have won that award last year if it weren't for the Nets just being kind of mediocre. I mean, he averaged 17 points a game last year on 44% shooting. He's only going to get a bigger role because their depth has kind of shorted up a little bit, and the Nets are going to get way more attention now that they have Kyrie.
Yeah.
I just see that he's kind of deserved it, and I think the NBA is going to see that this year.
I agree.
For my Sixth Man of the Year, or should I say the Woo Williams of the Year award? It's Lou Will. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
The award, it was almost named after him at this point. I think that, same way that the Nets are going to get more attention, the Clippers are going to get more attention too. Battle of LA, Kawhi, Paul George, everyone's looking at them. And people are looking at, Woo Williams even more. Like, if you listen to the broadcast when they're talking about the games, they're like, Woo Williams and Montrezl Harrell off the bench. Woo Williams off the bench. Woo Williams. That's all they're talking about. Because that bench unit is killer. I dare say that they might even be able to make the playoffs in the East. But that's a different discussion. But I think Woo Williams, I would take 100%. I mean, he could start if he wanted to. It's just I think he just functions so much better off the bench. And it's his award. It's his to win it.
Okay, so I have to agree. It's gonna be Lou Williams Award. It's not what you guys want to hear. You want something fun or interesting.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing interesting. I'm giving you the red pill. It's going to be Lou Williams. This is literally the Lou Williams Award. Lou Williams is spectacular. He is an all-star if he's starting on another team. However, his ego, he doesn't have an ego because Lou Williams is one of the most unselfish players, agreeing to go off, the Los Angeles Clippers bench. Even last year when they didn't have PG or Kawhi Leonard, and it paid dividends for him. Lou Williams is just amazing, flat out. He can score in a plethora of ways, drive into the basket, he can shoot from the, he can do everything. Lou Williams is his award to lose, I believe. I think Lou Williams is going to win it. I just also need to focus my attention on the Miami Heat for a second because if they're starting Tyler Hero or Jimmy Butler and Goran Dragic is coming off the bench, Goran Dragic is also someone to look to for that, Sixth Man of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, that's an all-star coming off the bench, so yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, same thing with like Deion Waiters. It's like kind of low-key. If he's coming off the bench, he's kind of that bench mob guy. I can definitely see him averaging like 15 points a game.
Especially if Miami, he'd kind of make a dent, 6 seed or
for
5
sure.
seed. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree. Do you guys want to do Most Improved Player of the Year?
Yeah, let's do
Let's
it.
take a look.
After you.
Okay. So I'm gonna actually go with Bobby Portis. Look, the kid was great in the last 6 months of the year last year. He was ridiculously good, and he got very little free agent offers. So I was kind of surprised by that. Knicks scoop him up. I feel like probably a few weeks into the season, they're gonna start actually playing him because they need to. This guy is the real deal. I know Julius Randle's in front of him, but tell me, he is real. Like I'm telling you right now, I promise you that he's a very good player, and he's gonna prove it this year with the Knicks.
I can promise you that if you did drugs, you gotta share with all of us. You can't have all the drugs because I know you did Mitchell Robinson for Defensive Player of the Year. That was nice, but Bobby Portis? I mean, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on. Listen, it's not Bobby Portis. The most improved player is I'm looking at the San Antonio Spurs right now, and I'm looking at a player that didn't play at all last season because of a chaotic injury that kept him out the entire season. And it is DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray is poised to do big things for San Antonio this year. Listen, DeJounte Murray, one of the reasons why Tony Parker left was he wanted to pave the way for DeJounte Murray. He went to Charlotte, he's like, listen, I can't be that guy. I don't want to, DeJounte Murray deserves that starting spot. I can't be here anymore. DeJounte Murray needs that spot. And DeJounte Murray, under Coach Popovich, who gets the most out of his players, is going to be perfect. And you have him with DeMar DeRozan. That team, the San Antonio Spurs, are a sleeper team. DeJounte Murray, he played amazing against the Knicks as well the other night. Let's not forget about that. I think, all in all, DeJounte Murray is someone that no one is talking about at all, and he will be someone that we will be talking about coming, as the season unravels.
Well, I'll tell you this, it's not going to be DeJounte Murray. I'll just start with that. I'll start with that. First of all, no one is looking at the Spurs. And if we're just not even talking, if we're not even talking about a basketball point of view, like you said, Spurs are a slept-on team. No one's looking at the Spurs this season. The West is just simply too stacked. Know who people are looking at, though? The exciting and the fun Pelicans. Who are the Pelicans, though? Lonzo Ball. Yes, the president, not the president, but he is a big baller. He is the big baller and big baller brand. Okay, Lonzo Ball will become the most improved, and I'll tell you why. Okay, he does not have the LA spotlight anymore. He'll be in a system that goes perfect with him, where he's going to be the de facto point guard. He is the system. I mean, don't get me wrong, Zion's an amazing player, and he's out, by the way. But, Lonzo's the one who's carrying that system. He is the offensive system that everyone works around. He's almost like not as good, obviously, but a Steve Nash archetype, where he creates the offense around him. And I think that he's amazing, and the only thing, or probably the biggest thing that you could fault for him is his shooting percentages. His efficiency is terrible. He is like almost in the Terry Rozier tier of like efficiency, okay? It is very bad. But if he's able to make that to even below average, just not garbage, like below average, maybe even average if we're lucky, efficiency, that's an incredible improvement. And with Zion being out, he's going to take on more offensive responsibilities. I think that he might get 8 or 9 assists a game. I really think that Lonzo Ball can be most improved because a lot of people label him as a bust. And people who label him as a bust, they don't know ball. Because they don't know Lonzo Ball, actually.
They know big ball.
Yeah. There's so much that goes like underneath Lonzo's game between his defensive impact and his, the kind of selflessness that he has. He instills selflessness with the other players. They pass more too. You see the assist numbers go up. I think that, he had a spotlight in LA, but it was like the LeBron show for a little bit, With the Lonzo show, because I think that right now he's the probably biggest personality because Zion is out. I think that he has a huge chance to, and I think he's going to thrive in that system. Alvin Gentry's a great coach. Honestly, I think he has a good system set up. And Redick, he could dish to Redick. I love the system a lot, and he's my pick for most improved.
I have to say, if there's any player from the 2017 draft that's going to get it, it's going to be the best point guard from that draft, DeArron Fox.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
The second.
Definitely the best. And then if there's anyone from the Spurs, I'm looking at Bryn Forbes. That dude's, I don't know if you saw him against the Knicks. He was ridiculous. He was lights out. I think, maybe, a little underdog guy, but...
Yeah.
Look, first off, I don't know who to go at first. I both have points to go after both of you guys. Lonzo Ball is a great player. I'm not taking anything away from him. But who's the other point guard New Orleans has? They have Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday is the leader on that team right now. So I feel like Jrue Holiday may hinder the amount of minutes that Lonzo Ball can get on that team. So Lonzo Ball, I believe Lonzo Ball is an underrated player. I appreciate Lonzo Ball. He's a phenomenal passer, great playmaker, will get the team running in the transition. However, Jrue Holiday will take over that point guard spot. And that's the reason why, let's not forget, why LeVar Ball didn't want him initially going to New Orleans. He was fearful that Jrue Holiday may take away minutes from Lonzo Ball. So I can't give Lonzo Ball from that standpoint. Okay. Now you're saying that DeArron Fox from the 2017 draft will be chosen player if anything. If anyone from the 2017 draft is going to win Most Improved Player of the Year, it's going to be Jayson Tatum on the Boston Celtics.
Oh my God. So
Jayson Tatum. Look, I was talking about DeJounte Murray, and then I forgot that Jayson Tatum existed. DeJounte Murray, obviously great pick, but I'm looking at Jayson Tatum as well. Once upon a time, Jayson Tatum almost led his team, the Boston Celtics, over LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers to make it to their first finals appearance. His first finals appearance.
Yeah, Celtics.
Now listen, there. Jayson Tatum, last season it was hard for him. It was difficult with Kyrie Irving there, with the culture, with the leadership, questioning leadership. That it was a power struggle between Kyrie Irving and Jayson Tatum because while Jayson Tatum was he garnered the respect of the locker room before Kyrie Irving got there. Once Kyrie Irving got there, he brought with him a ton of distractions, a ton of media attention, focused solely on him. Now that Kyrie Irving is gone, you replace Kyrie Irving with Kemba Walker. And I cannot rave enough about Kemba Walker and the kind of person that he is, winning countless Teammates of the Year's awards. Now, Kemba Walker in that locker room is going to pay dividends to Jayson Tatum. Instead of trying to hinder his development, Kemba Walker is going to make Jayson Tatum grow as a person. It's not even necessarily the on-the-court performances from Kemba and Kyrie. It's that Kemba Walker's there, and that is going to do, pay wonders for Jayson Tatum. Yeah. And I expect Jayson Tatum, out of everyone in that 2017 draft, if it's going to be anyone to win. I'm sorry. DeArron Fox is great. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect you for, DeArron Fox is phenomenal also. Yes. If it's not Jayson Tatum in that 2017 draft, it will definitely be DeArron Fox. Yeah. Not Lonzo Ball.
No. I want to say, we're talking about the MIP award, most improved, not the MDP, the most deproved, okay? Because we're going to Jayson Tatum, okay? You cannot credit Jayson Tatum for improving from last year, because he had a down year last year, okay? If I have a stock and it goes from 100 to 50, and then it goes to 75, that doesn't mean I did well. That means I still did poorly. If you're
50 to 75.
No, yeah, but you started at 100. You started from one game away from the finals. You think he's going to improve from that? Because I'm not going to credit him for doing poorly last year and then doing better, but not achieving the same highs that he hit initially. Excuse me, it's not most deproved.
God.
It'll be a rebound year for him if he does well. I do agree with you. But
yes, that's not.
I think it'll be a rebound year too.
I still think there's a huge possibility that he improves from that first year even better. But again, we'll see.
I disagree with you so much right now.
He hit such a high there. I mean, he was shooting, I think, 45% from three. He was absolutely killing it.
I'm lost for words.
He was literally going, he literally dunked on LeBron.
So wait.
And then you're going to tell me that he's going to beat that.
So wait, just because you're good 1 year, if you're good year one, but you suck year two, year three doesn't count as improving at all? That's not. By definition, most improved players, you improve from the previous season. It doesn't matter what you did 5 years ago. It matters what you did last season as compared to this season.
Just because you do poorly one season and then you do better than last season, it doesn't mean that you deserve to win MIP, okay? You need to see a big jump. And honestly, like, for him to win MIP, he needs to average like 25.
So wait, Derrick Rose was spectacular in early in his career, and then he had that injury, and he came back last season and played great. It's different? No, it's the same thing because he was great, and then he was down, and then he came back. He came back because Derrick Rose was almost not even in the league, and then he came back. That accounts for being most improved player. It's the same situation. Derrick Rose's situation is the same exact situation as Jayson Tatum. You're inconsistent in your argument.
That is a very similar. First of all, I've never argued against Derrick Rose.
Jayson Tatum, you're arguing against.
But I did want to say, I don't see it happening. The thing is because we as viewers and fans have this kind of mentality towards Jayson Tatum. We have high expectations for him. So for him to be most improved, he needs to surpass those expectations. And that is like 25 points a game. If he does, that's ahead. That's way more than I would think. That surpassed my expectations. But do I think he's gonna get there? I don't know. I think it helps. I don't know if you guys saw the audio clip, but Kemba, after Jayson Tatum missed a shot, Kemba went up to him and was like, keep taking those shots. Just keep shooting. I feel like he's helping him with his confidence. Mm-hmm. I do think Kemba helps a lot. Don't agree with the pick, but Kemba does help a lot. Yeah. I will say he'll definitely have a rebound year. Yes, but not good enough to be MIP. Yeah, so overall, also Lonzo's the best 2017. So overall, you're going with Lonzo Ball. Yeah. You're going with DeArron Fox. Yeah, I'll go with DeArron. And I'm going with DeJounte Murray or Jayson Tatum. I'm sort of cheating because I have two players. Bro, sleeper Bobby Portis. Well, I'll just slip that. Oh yeah, little Bobby Portis action in there.